Okay, girl, you started tape? Okay, okay, alright. Hey, how you doing, Pierre? My name is Mercedes Bentley Lincoln, and I'm submitting my audition tape to be on your show, Dating Pierre. And because I heard supposedly you was looking for some new girls for the show, but I also had heard that your baby mama, your third baby mama, was like, she was like fighting people that was on the show because she was all jealous and insecure in her feelings and stuff. And I'm gonna tell you right now, boo boo, I'm not the one. I don't fight over no man. But if somebody said to me wrong, I will pull my little earrings off and pull out my Vaseline because I do not play. Let me tell you, I got kicked out of kindergarten because they have recess and Mercedes Bentley Lincoln don't play. Alright, boo boo. Alright, so let me tell you a little bit about me. Okay, I'm 5'7". I like fried chicken dinners with candlelight. I really like a little bit of scrimp on the side with some pasta salad, because I be trying to eat healthy and stuff sometimes. And that's really it, you know what I'm saying? I just would really like to get to know you, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little chocolate, you a little light skinned, and I think, we could really hook up and, do the thing real nice and stuff. So anyway, my number right here on the screen, holla at your girl. Again, my name is Mercedes Bentley Lincoln. Mwah! Can't wait to meet you, Pierre. Hi, this is Angela Ray, and welcome to the Angela Ray Show. And I am delighted to have Mr. Pierre Edwards here to interview. He is a director, he is a comedian, he is also an actor. Welcome, Pierre.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So let's take a step back. Now I know that your career has spanned several decades.
You sound old. But I started young, so.
Yeah, you started when you were one. What are you, 21 now?
Yes, I started when I was 17, though. Yeah.
Okay. And I think that fans that may not have seen you in the early days, whether you were on tour in a club,
Right.
probably best know you from the movies How to Be a Player
Yeah.
and B.A.P.S, which
Yeah.
ironically I just saw B.A.P.S maybe 2 or 3 days ago.
Well, must have been on BET.
It was on BET.
They run that thing to death. BET
Yeah.
or Bounce, all the networks. But it's all good.
That's
all
a
the shows
residual
there.
check, right?
Yeah. I think I did a movie called For the Love of Money, and that was on Bounce right now, it's, today.
Okay.
Which is almost every day.
Yeah.
Bounce is trying to do what they got to do, but they show my movies a lot.
Okay. So now that's where people may remember you from in the early days, but you've been busy since then. That was what, the late 90s.
Sure.
But you've been busy in film and television. You've been producing, you've been directing.
Yep, right.
Catch us up to date. I know there's Dating Pierre, there's Slice, that was a whole trilogy. Talk a little bit about what you've been doing.
Well, I did a lot of stuff in front of the camera, like you said, For Love of Money, Wash. I did the movie The Wash and all those, and How to Be a Player. And then I got to a point where I said, well, I want to learn how this thing is done. Instead of from being in front of the camera, what is it behind the camera? I used to watch it, like I did a movie with B.A.P.S with Robert Townsend. I would sit and listen to him and talk to him about certain shots and how he's directing it. Then when I did How to Be a Player, my man Lionel Martin, the director there, he sat me down sometime I could watch and kind of just shadow him while he was directing, because I started liking directing. So I knew I could write, because I'm a comedian. I write a lot of funny stuff, so I learned how to write scripts. And so I wrote a couple of movies and started writing and directing and producing them. So I moved to Atlanta a couple of years ago, and it's a plethora of talent out here. It's a lot of people.
Yeah.
So I went and I just started writing and directing, and I filmed the Slice trilogy. I shot the first Slice. I was just gonna shoot one, but we had such a good time. Me and my crew, they were like, "Let's do it again." I was like, "Really?" I was like, it was exhausting the first one. When you're doing it yourself, pretty much.
Absolutely.
So I went and I wrote another one, and it kind of hit me one day. I just sat in front of my computer for 2.5 days and wrote like half the movie. When you're a writer, for those who know, no, I didn't. No, I sure didn't. I ate everything. And people who know who are writers, or they know once you get that feeling, you can't get up and stop. I sat there for 2 days writing the script, and so. I messed around a little more with it, and within about 2 weeks it was done. I said, come on, I'll try it again. So I raised some more money, shot part 2. We had such a great time, people started talking about the trilogy. Like, why don't you do 3 of them? I'm like, hold up. And I said, you know what? My crew kept begging me, come on, let's do it. We had such a great time. So I said, well, all right, what the heck? And I shot the 3rd one. So we did 3 all back to back. came up with a great idea called Dating Pierre. It's about my experience, here in Atlanta dating. And if anyone lives in Atlanta, you know it runs the gamut of people. You got from 18 to 80, blind, crippled, and crazy out here.
Yes.
So I made a little web series. We shot 7 episodes.
Now, did you ever get tricked?
Well, you got to see the show. And why would you ask that question of all of them? Why don't you say you're on a beautiful young lady? No, you said trick, because you know what? There's a lot of tricks out here.
That's a lot of trickery in the dating world these days.
Well, episode 6 kind of elaborates on that.
Now that's what's going on in film and television. But you also have a tour coming up that you're in the midst of with some dynamite comedians. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah. I put I sat back and I was thinking about some of the tours I've been on, and a lot of times nowadays these tours, they just put comedians on. Anybody, just put anybody on. There's no cohesiveness with the comics. It's just anybody. And I mean, it's cool. Some people you like, but it's not the same feel. And I thought about it one day. I said, you know what? I said, there has to have been a tour where all the comics come with like one same gold. And what we came up with is, it's called the Black Pack. It's kind of like the Rat Pack, for those who know from the 60s, with Sammy Davis Jr., Frank Sinatra.
You dating yourself.
Just because. Have you heard of a guy named Abraham Lincoln? Have you heard of Abraham Lincoln? Are you dating yourself?
No, I'm not.
I said, I've heard of the Rat Pack. I wasn't with the Rat Pack.
Okay.
So have you heard of a guy named Abraham Lincoln? Just answer the question.
I saw him on a, is it a penny?
Really?
Yeah,
really?
it's a penny in my purse.
Yeah. We need to educate you a little more.
Okay.
After the show, we'll educate you a little more. It's a guy named Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah. Okay.
So don't date yourself, okay? But no, it's called the Rat Pack. Well, it's like a takeoff the Rat Pack, which is called the Black Pack. We all wear suits. We come out suited and booted. And I wanted to get that same feel that a lot of my friends' parents and my parents back in the 60s and 70s would go to shows and get dressed up to go to shows. Even the audience would go get dressed up.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you don't really see that. People wearing whatever they want. And I talked to a lot of young ladies, and they're like, man, there's no place to go to get dressed up anymore. The little sports bars they go to or the lounges, they don't really get dressed up to. And they want to get dressed up. They want to put them long, them long dresses or them short dresses, them high heels on, their jewelry and stuff. They want to go out to events. Yeah. So I decided to make this tour like an event. So we come up there, and all the comics get dressed up, like I said. Even my DJ gets dressed up. We play no hip-hop, no disrespect to hip-hop, but this show here is more about classic R&B and new R&B. So there's going to be nothing offensive, as far as music-wise, on the show. We have a bottle, a bucket of champagne. The comics drink out of, each one has their own flute, drinks champagne. So it's like a Vegas feel. You feel like that. And at the end of the show, we do a 15-minute Q&A with the audience. You can ask any questions you want about whatever and so forth. We really want to engage the audience, make it feel like they came out to an event and not just a show that's over with. So we do that, and also I got a little thing where we're asking, different whatever cities we go to, we're asking the audience when we do the radio in the morning. You can meet us, like a meet and greet, and we'll have like T-shirts, DVDs. I have a book I wrote, and some of comics have their own CDs and DVDs. And if you bring either a tie, an unused dress shirt, or a rarely used suit, we'll give you some of that stuff for free. We'll trade it off with you, but we're giving them suits and stuff to young men who are getting out of prison, who are looking for jobs, and they'll have a suit to wear to a job, a job interview. So a lot of times the young brothers don't have that kind of stuff getting out of jail and so forth. So we want to have the community get back to their own community, through us, so I think that'd be kind of cool.
So comedy with a cause.
There it is.
Don't steal that tagline. I think that was kind of brilliant.
Well, we already. I did a college show like that, but it's okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Comedy with a cause, and that is a Black Pack, right?
It's Black Pack.
So
Black Pack. It's on Facebook.
That's what I was about to ask. How can they find that?
Black Pack. The Black Pack.
So Facebook.com/the Black Pack.
There it is.
Don't say that 5 times fast.
That's right. Yeah. So I'm excited. We got the comics on there. Don D.C. Curry, very funny. Y'all remember him?
Friday,
right?
Yeah.
Host of BET Comedy View.
Yeah.
My man Rodney Perry.
Yeah, from the Monique Show.
He
has a comedy show. He's so
Unbounce, right? Yep, called Off the Chain. So we all know him. My man Damon Williams. He's on the Tom Jordan Morning Show.
Yeah.
So we got him.
BET Comic View.
Right, and then we got, of course, me, the one that brought Light Skin Brothers back before Barack Obama.
Okay. Now, if fans would like to follow you and get in contact with you on social media, how do they reach you?
That's not hard at all. You can go to Instagram, Comic Pierre. That's COMICPIERRE. But I'm quite sure you put it right across my name, right? Bling.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that, right there, perfect. Also, you go to Facebook at Comic Pierre or Twitter at the Comedian Pierre.
The Comedian Pierre.
No, not just Comedian Pierre.
Comedian Pierre.
The other ones are Comic Pierre, but this on Twitter is Comedian Pierre.
Cool beans. Well, thank you, Pierre, Comedian Pierre of the Black Pack, for taking time out of your busy day to come hang out in the Angela Ray Studios.
I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, happy, joy.